So we've just returned our car. We're now trying to find the Hertz counter to drop the keys off. Let's see how successful we are.
जेटी है और यही हम लोग का शिप है, इसी पे हम लोग जाएंगे। ये शिप है जो फेरी बोल रहा है क्रॉस करने के लिए, यही शिप है। ये सब सामान अभी उतर रहा है। जेटी लोग खड़े हैं जाने के लिए। शिप से जाएंगे हम लोग। ये श्रेणिक और अनुराग बैठ के वीडियो गेम खेल रहे हैं। हम लोग शिप का वेट कर रहे हैं अभी। रेस कार ड्राइविंग। और ये जो है ये वेटिंग एरिया है शिप पे चढ़ने वालों का। यहाँ ये लोग वीडियो गेम खेल रहे हैं, लोग बैठ के वेट कर रहे हैं। There is a train going inside the ship in which we are boarding. वो इंजन दिख रहा है उसका। You can see the engine. Yeah, that's the engine. ये ट्रक आ रहा है बाहर। Trucks are coming out. The same ship in which we are going. ये सब लोग अब खड़े लाइन में बोर्डिंग करेंगे। डब्बों को छोड़ के इंजन बाहर आ रहा है। वैगन थिएटर लेफ्ट हैंड साइड। ये सब ये तो पूरी ट्रेन आ रही है वापस। वैगन्स को उतार के ट्रेन वापस आ रही है। कर रही है। सब लोग खड़े हैं बोर्ड करने के लिए, इंतजार कर रहे हैं। डब्बा निकाल रही है। वेलिंगटन टाउन दिख रहा है। This is the alleyway. This is the alleyway through which we are entering the ship. ऊपर चला जाए। On the deck now. We are on the deck. Wellington Harbour. हवाई भी ऊपर जा रहा है एयरपोर्ट लैंड. वेलिंगटन हार्बर है. इसी में से हम लोग का बोट निकलेगा. हमारा तेरे इज आवर बोट. ये तो लेवल बोट है. This is Wellington. The chimney of the boat. And this is Wellington city. This is the harbour side and this is the city side. The live boat here. This is the alleyway through which we came. Okay.
There's a cable downstairs. We're going to try and grab it.
Okay.
I'll come back to that.
And this is the city, Wellington city. Here Wellington city है. Nice city on the hills. Trucks आ रहे हैं. Cars and trucks. They're all entering the ship. जैसे हम लोग गए थे ना वहाँ पे आइल ऑफ अरान, जो हम लोगों ने ली थी, गाड़ी चढ़ा दिया था उसमें. एंड देन वी गॉट डाउन एट द मेन लैंडिंग. वैसे ही सब गाड़ियाँ आ रही हैं. ये हार्बर है और वेलिंगटन सिटी है. और ये हम लोग का शिप है जिसमें जा रहे हैं हम लोग.
Now going exploring on the ship. Let's go see what we can find. Rumor has it there are lots of cafes and a cinema, things like that. These are some free seats, recliners and things. And this is the it's quite nice. It's surprisingly empty, but one of the big sitting areas. Lots of seats by the window empty. And this is called the Pennant Cafe. And I think there's another restaurant on this side, which is called the Fossicle Bar. It's quite nice. Unfortunately, we can't quite go out there, but they do have benches, so maybe they'll open it up later on. Found our way out onto the front deck, which is excellent. This is right in the front. You can see the bridge over there, and everything over here is currently completely unoccupied. Right, so looks like we're just loading up the last of the trucks. There's a lot of cargo that's being taken, and the engines have started. You can see the smoke. Just about to leave soon. You can see the gates are in the process of being closed now. He's closed the one on the right side. He's just closing the one on the left side now. And pretty soon we should start moving. Now you can see the bridge itself lifting up.
Oh, the road portion of this.
You can see the gap over there that's been created. That's the edge of the boat, and the road part itself is lifted. Alright, so we have now left the harbour. Pulled up all the anchors. That's New Zealand's capital, Wellington. That's the direction we're going to be going in. We're well inside the harbour right now, so we're going to have to curl all the way around and go out. See, that's where we're going to be starting off, and we have to go all the way out of the harbour, across through Marlborough Sound, which is all the submerged valleys and things of that sort. It's supposed to be like Grand Canyon under the water there, and then over to Picton. It's going to be a fun trip. Here we are now. The wind is quite a bit stronger over here, but it's quite nice. You can see where you're going. Coming out of Wellington, we're going to go around that little cliff over there. And there's definitely beer involved. Oh, Mob's drinking beer. New Zealand's finest lager. It's extremely windy. It's getting difficult to actually stand. Look at the line. That's the sea. Perfect storm. That's it. It's becoming calmer now. If you look far in the distance there, you can actually see Wellington Airport. Right there. Much better view of the airport this time. You can actually recognize an Air New Zealand plane over there. The camera stopped shaking because of wind. And if you look closely, you can even see another plane landing there. Let's hope we get to see it land before we go around the Cape. The other thing that's visible over there, I think that is the cricket stadium of Wellington. It looks very similar to that. I'm not sure about its position in the city, but I think that's it. That's what it is. Not the Basin Reserve, the Westpac Stadium. So we've now had lunch and just crossed a few windmills. That's the edge of the North Island over there. Cool windmills, but it is extremely windy. Very, very windy. It's actually difficult to stand on top over here. It reminds me a bit of North Cap. Notice how the wind is making the boat tilt. The camera is perfectly level right now. Now it's level with the boat. That's the angle that the boat is at. This is what it should be. So, we have just heard the alarm signal go, and the captain came on loudspeaker and said that that's the emergency alarm signal. All the crew have been asked to take their emergency positions, although they did say that we are now standing out in the super strong wind. Everyone is doing nothing but Papa is the smartest. He's over there in the corner. He knows he should come up. And आगे टैलेंट दिख रहा है. जोरों की हवा है, पता नहीं हमारी आवाज़ हमारी के नीचे. लैंड शनिक ले जा रहा है मम्मी को. Now they will walk across to get a feel of skydiving. Skydiving का फीलिंग हो रहा है.
स्काई डाइविंग में ऐसे ही लगा था.
NZL South, for the general emergency and road must kill for crew.
Yeah, this side of the ship is definitely a lot better. Yep, it's the South Island over there. That's all the Marlborough Sound area, really. Right, so we're being accompanied by some albatrosses with a massive, massive wingspan. Looks extremely cool. The wingspan is massive. I mean, that's close to, we're looking at 3-4 meters across. Beautiful.
Yes, we are entered the South Island. Submerged in the sea.
Thank you so much.
Marlborough Sound area. Great Britain.
Das ist jetzt wie Fjordlanden hier von Norwegen.
There's like Norway.
Sieht aus wie Norwegen.
We've spotted a big school of jellyfish. If you look very closely, well, it looks like we've missed most of them now. We'll try and see if we can find another spot. It's a nice small island and you can see a bit of a sandbar. In low tide, the sandbar might even get exposed. Quite windy again, but the water still looks really good. So we've now sailed all the way through the Marlborough Sound, and that's the port of Picton. So we're going to rent another car over there. And then continue on down to Christchurch. It's now the port of Picton.
Is that what he did? Try. I'm gonna break it.
We're just exiting the boat, and just while exiting, we have finally spotted a big chunk of jellyfish. That's a huge jellyfish. It's bigger than my head. Very cool. We just got off the ferry at Picton, and we're just driving now to Christchurch. Looks quite similar to the North Island so far, but should start looking very different pretty soon. About a 4.5 hour drive. We're driving all along these wineries of the Blenheim area.
Distillery right side.
You can see some of the wine being made over there as well.
Right side, but
Mount
distillery.
Riley, probably.
Right side with distillery.
See some of the wine processing plants there. Sourdough Winery Tours, Montana Wine. This is probably the office. It's cool, we should try some Montana wine. We've crossed some of the vineyards and going into the mountains a bit. It's a very interesting mountain. Either there's been a landslide or some sort of mining attempt or something, but it looks kind of strange. So you can see wineries as far as the eye can see right now. Just into the distance over there, it's just wine the whole way. These are now the salt pans in the southern island, which probably tells us that we're pretty close to hitting the coast. We've definitely taken the road that's going to take us right along the Pacific coast. So we can't be too far if they're making salt over here. So we finally hit the sea. You can see the open Pacific Ocean there. And that's truly open. The next major landmass is Chile. If you went straight along it, halfway across the world.
Waves काफी हैं यहाँ पे भाई.
Completely along the coast now. You can see over there, that's the open Pacific Ocean. Nice waves as well. It looks excellent. Look at the waves there. Beautiful. This is the Pacific Coast Highway. It's extremely cool. We can now see snow-covered mountains of the Southern Alps as well. So you've got the sea over there, and you've got sheep in the middle, and you've got the Alps over there. And that's a pretty big beach over there. You can see a little bit of mist and haze above it.
Welcome to North.
Look at that. That really does look like Middle Earth. I mean, just look at this scene. It really looks like Middle Earth. Remove the cows and the sheep, and you've definitely got Middle Earth. Mist is really cool. So this is definitely Middle Earth. You can see why they picked this place to look magical. They don't really have to do much to it. Look at some of those waves. Really awesome waves to surf in and things like that. And look at the sand. It really is beautiful sand. It is amazing. This is the black sand beach, and the waves are really good, probably really good for surfing and things like that. It's a completely desolate beach. It's perfect, and there you can see the mist and everything in the distance, and the snow-covered mountain on top. It's a great scene. Just going through one of the clouds from the sea. We've just stopped for coffee at a place next to the beach. You can see there's a hare over there as well in the distance.
Big size here.
Great waves.
Real big size surf. This is Pacific Ocean. ये देखो कितनी बड़ी बड़ी लहरें आ रही है, बड़ी स्याही, big ones. और यहाँ पे खूब बड़े से साइज के खरगोश बैठे हैं। ये देखो कितने बड़े साइज का है। ये देखो पूरा पैसिफिक ओशन है ये। हम लोग यहाँ रुके हैं थोड़ा कॉफ़ी वॉफ़ी पीने के लिए। दिस इज़ ऑन द वे टू क्राइस्ट चर्च फ्रॉम पिक्टन। पिक्टन पे हम लोग फेरी से उतरे, उसके गाड़ी हायर की, उसके बाद वी आर गोइंग टू क्राइस्ट चर्च। तो दिस इज द कोस्टल हाईवे ऑफ साउथ आइलैंड। ये एकदम लॉर्ड ऑफ द रिंग्स का मिडिल अर्थ है। मिस्ट, माउंटेन, एकदम वी आर इन द मिडिल अर्थ। We had coffee here.
Look much higher.
Snow covered mountains का रेंज आ गया। Must be Mount Cook. मिलरनी ने जहाँ प्रैक्टिस की थी। इधर भी हैं थोड़े माउंटेन्स, स्नो जिस पे दिख रही है। We have got escort service. Policeman is escorting us. I think he'll take us all the way up to Karaikura.
Let's hope not.
ये देखो, we are again going through Middle Earth. ये ओशन कितना पास है, एकदम बगल में, एकदम पैसिफिक ओशन। रेलवे लाइन है, उसके उधर पैसिफिक ओशन है, जस्ट नेक्स्ट टू अस। हम लोग के आगे एस्कॉर्ट किए चले जा रहे हैं। Problem is we can't speed up.
We can't overtake him.
और ये ओशन है बगल में, एकदम बगल में समुद्र है।
Wow, look at that.
ये look at the bay. बीच, जोरदार
There are
बीच
no
है,
seals and things of that sort.
जोरदार बीच है एकदम। और मिस्ट कितनी अच्छी है उसके ऊपर, एक तरफ पहाड़ एकदम बगल में और उसके बगल में सी।
Oh, how point.
Beautiful,
Wow, look at that mist there. At the far end.
beautiful, beautiful.
Let's see up there.
पहाड़ और उस तरफ सी, पहाड़ के बगल में एकदम सी और बीच में रोड। ये देखो, एक ऐसा एक आउटक्रॉप रॉक का, ये मिस्ट देखो। अमेजिंग, ये देखो।
Hey, can you take a picture of my camera? Just put it on the eye mode, the automatic one, the intelligent one.
Beautiful. टनल है. Careful, careful. ये आउटक्रॉप्स कितने अच्छे अच्छे हैं रॉक के बीच बीच में. एकदम बगल में है सी. पैसिफिक ओशन. ये देखो वेव्स. पैसिफिक ओशन. व्हाट वेव्स. सॉलिड. के टॉप पे सनलाइट. सारे स्नो पिक माउंटेन्स. ये देखो हाउ द माउंटेन इज टर्न रेड. दिस इज द सनसेट. ब्यूटीफुल. माउंटेन का साइड भी रेड रेड थोड़ा दिख रहा है. माउंटेन पीक्स पे सनसेट इन साउथ. हाईलाइट ऑफ
Not much of a river.
cloud colors in sunset.
आँखों में कुछ आंसू हैं, कुछ सपने हैं. आंसू और सपने दोनों ही अपने हैं. आँखों में कुछ आंसू हैं, कुछ सपने हैं. आंसू और सपने दोनों ही अपने हैं. दिल दुखा है लेकिन टूटा तो नहीं है. उम्मीद का दामन झूठा तो नहीं है. हम लोगों को समझ सको तो समझो दिल पर जानी. थोड़ी मजबूरी है लेकिन थोड़ी है मनमानी. थोड़ी तू मैं है और थोड़ी खींचातानी. हम में काफी बातें हैं जो लगती.
We're now driving at night towards Christchurch. We got stuck in a very nice but slightly slow dinner, and so this is now the road at night. You can't really see the ocean, but it should be next to us right there. And driving at night is fun because you get to see little hares and stoats and things of that sort running across the road. We're driving along the coast again. You can see the sea over there occasionally, but you only really get to know when it becomes misty. Going through a tunnel, very basic tunnel, unpaved. Quite nice. So this is Christchurch city centre, Cathedral Square. That's the old cathedral up there, and we're gonna take a ride on the tram. So that'll give us a nice overview of the city, and then we'll figure out where to go and what the best things are to do. This is the tram in the middle of Christchurch town that we're going into. It should just take us around the whole way, and then we can go on a gondola right after that.
They served as well till 1954, and then the tram lines were torn up. The tram stops will be in the arts centre. The entire city block to our left was the campus of the University of Canterbury for over 100 years.
the location of New Zealand's first ever rugby game. It's quite interesting.
And on the right, number 56, the grey, colonial home, built in the 1870s, Regent Street. If you're a teddy bear collector, this is the place to come to. Over on the right in the England, they have a wonderful range of teddy bears.
Yeah, it's quite a nice street. It's very narrow. It's only for the tram, no other traffic. It's just got restaurants the whole way through. Nice. So that was the tram we just went on. Very cool. And now we're gonna get a shuttle to the gondola, and then we'll take the train ride down. We just passed some earthquake damaged buildings and completely razed to the ground. But most of the other things are okay. And the clock in the main city center has also stopped working since the earthquake. You can see AMI Stadium, that's where they play cricket and rugby. So we're just taking the bus over to the cable car. That's the stadium, cricket and rugby. Now at the cable car, you can see it going up there, and we're going to end up right at the top over there. That's the cable car station. So it should be a good view because it's a nice clear day today. Notice the South Pole is only 3,700 kilometers away. London is by far the furthest city. Paris and Frankfurt come close, but not as far as London. Right, so we're finally just about to get into the cable car. A pretty small cable car, so it's a snug fit for 4 people. It's going to be a nice view up there. So we're now getting on. It should take about 10 minutes to get all the way up. See in the distance you can actually see all the snow-covered mountains of the Southern Alps. It's a nice view. We're now very close to the top, and you can see the cables for the cable car going down. You can see the snow on the mountains in the distance there.
And there's a jetty on the sea.
And you can also see the open Pacific over there.
Utarna hai, give it to tell them.
There.
Can we carry on?
It's great. You can also see a game of cricket being played in the distance there.
Oh yeah, bowling करना है. Bowl.
वो देखो उधर लेफ्ट पे देखो.
There's another inlet of the sea over there by the looks of it. Much shallower
Light and
probably.
shade कितना अच्छा लग रहा है.
Boating हो रही है.
Look at the red car.
ये तो typical volcanic crater है.
So this is the view we're going to get from the top. It's quite nice. You can see a big port down there. You can actually see the cruise ship as well. But because of the cruise ship, we've got a massive line over here, so we're not going to spend much time up here. So now coming back down, and you can see the whole city ahead over there. Yeah, there's not much high-rise anywhere in the city.
7-8 stories हैं बस maximum वो बीच में वहाँ.
This is all Colombo Street, the main shopping area around Christchurch. So we're just at the edge of the colony. This is where all the penguins will come. We can't really do any photography or take a video there, but hopefully we'll be able to see a couple of seals or like maybe one or two penguins or something of that sort. So this is the Oamaru Veterinary Service. And it looks like they've made a lot of like little individual houses for the penguins to be in while they get repaired. So this is where we'll see the penguins coming in a little bit, but it does say seals, sea lions and fur seals inhabit, and we're not allowed to approach them. So let's see if we can find one. So that was all the vet area over there, and it says here that this is the breeding area. So can't see much because may or may not be the breeding season right now, but no idea. So it looks like there's a bird in the water there. We're not 100% sure if it's a penguin, but it looks like it must be. And I've lost it. Where is it now? Oh, that's where it is. There is the bird. There is a penguin. It's one of the earliest landers.
It is a penguin.
There's supposed to be seals and sea lions along this coast as well. We can't see any. So hopefully we'll see one come on board. The tide is definitely increasing. The sea is getting quite rough. Look at that. Wow. That was really good. Yeah, the penguin we saw over here is gone. We were wondering why it was here by itself. So it was sitting prey. Yeah, the jury is still out about whether that was a penguin or a dog. There's a lot of kelp and stuff around there.
You can also go to the city and देखा ना वो जो वहाँ था जो रखा हुआ है वो शार्क प्लस डॉल्फिन है which are extinct now.
Oh, okay. I thought that was a crocodile or something. Oh, so you see there's a penguin over here in the parking lot. It's gone just across the... If you look at it there, you might well be able to see it come out. There it is. If you see it, there's a... I think it's in the tree over there now. There it is. You can see it walking past the parking lot over there. It's very cool. Really hope it finds its way back. So we're walking around in Christchurch city centre, and the cathedral has had bells going on for the last few minutes. But we're just going to try and find a shopping street, and then we'll have some breakfast. Just having breakfast at New Regent Street. Look at all the houses on top. It's they're quite old looking. Whether they've been constructed that way or what, we don't know. But looks a little bit like Bourbon Street in New Orleans. That's the whole of Regent Street. It's quite a nice pedestrian-only street, very European. So there's an interesting game of chess going on over here. It's very cool. It's big life-size chess.
Hello, how are you?
You can see there's actually shooting going on for some Indian film over there.
It's not working here, is it?
it does look a little bit South Indian, so it may well be Tamil or Kannada or something like that. So we have just seen Prabhu Deva. He's right there. He's the guy in the cream shirt over there. That's him. The Indian Michael Jackson. Yeah, that's him over there. So we'll see. Maybe he's going to start dancing or something soon. But notice he does look like every single other person. So he doesn't really look particularly better than everyone else. Any one of them could have been the hero.
Rolling.
Okay, why is he saying action? Is he his own director? Alright, let's see what happens. We're gonna see a Prabhu Deva dance step now. Oh, it doesn't feel right. Oh, he's done a diva move. So we've come into the aquarium. We can now see the Tuatara
It's quite big.
is in there. It has a functioning third eye and lives well in excess of 120 years. It's not very active right now. It's probably too early for it. Maybe it's just not warm enough. We've just stopped off at a really nice little cafe by the side of the road. It looks like it used to be the old train station or something, but no tracks around now. But it's been really well maintained. Lots of nice flowers and things, and it's pretty nice. Yeah.
This is when it would be good to have a search.
Inside of it, they've got their own small little clock over here. It does tell time somehow, although I'm not sure how, but you can see the little thing in there moving. So you can tell that it definitely does tell time. And that's a shop with all stuff that they make locally. And we're just enjoying a nice latte and cappuccino and some other stuff. There's a lot of very interesting things on the walls. See, there's a nice model of an old train up there.
The green and red flag for the
Haven't been able to figure out what that is so far. It looks like some sort of a timetable or something like that.
green and red flag.
And then there's a few very old bottles up there. A few bucks safe.
Typical station flag. So they go green and red flags.
Yeah, and those are the flags for the trains. There's also very old coffee grinders. There are all of those.
वो suitcases बक्से बिल्कुल अभी भी यूज होते हैं.
And very old kinds of phones up there. You see that entire mountain is completely covered with all of the yellow flowers. Whether it's mustard or something, we're not sure, but look at that, just the entire thing. It's a great view. Alright, so we're at the whale watch place, but this is what the weather is like over here. So rough seas, zero visibility, so it's been cancelled. So no sperm whales for us. So this is where the seal colony is supposed to be.
चलो आगे चलते हैं. आगे एक parking lot
Don't
है.
see any right now, but we'll keep looking. This is what the base of the seal colony looks like. But cool, you can see bits of kelp and everything along there. And then this is the rock that they must sit and sunbathe on. And there's little rock pools everywhere.
ये नीचे आ
So
रहा है.
we have finally found some of the seals. They're pretty far away over there in the distance. But if you look very closely, you can see a seal moving. Look at that. You can see it moving over there, and you can see the wave next to it. Very cool. It's pretty far, but it is very cool. You can see it still bobbing up and down. Right, so we can actually see another one, and that one's standing on top of the rock over there. Right over there. We should be able to see it move pretty soon, hopefully. In spite of all of those, there's actually one right here. You shouldn't go very close to it, but
It attacks?
no, it's not dangerous, but
they are not scared of humans.
yeah, they're not.
How does it look?
So this is the rock pool right next to it. Looks pretty cool. Looks like it probably has a lot of life in it. There's a lot of kelp and things of that sort growing in it. But the other interesting thing is there's a sea lion right here. So it's makes you wonder if it's injured or something or sick, hence why it's hiding away from the rest of them.
Oh wow, can you believe it?
If you see from a distance, you can see one of the other sea lions over there. You can see a lot of them moving around over there now. It's very cool. Now this one is very, very sleepy right over here in front of us. You can see it moving a little bit more now. That it's definitely moving quite a bit now.
Flipper, तुम लोग अपनी मूवी से लो.
We'll go walk a little bit along there. This is the whole rock pool over here, and if you look far away in the distance over there, you can see some of the seals. That's the seal colony we were seeing earlier. Can't really see too many of them moving around right. So this is all of the rock pools. You can't see too much moving around, but there's some interesting sea life. It looks like some family of the sea fan in there. Oh, there you can see one of the seals on top of the rock, standing up there by itself. So we're now walking along the rocks. The rocks are surprisingly good material. They're not very slippery considering how wet they are. Step on that. Okay, we didn't even know that there was one over here, but there's one extremely close now. I'm gonna move very slowly, and you will be able to see its mooche and things of that sort. It's very, very cool. Look at that. You can actually see it getting up over there. It's moving a lot. You can see it's oh look, it just took a yawn. It's amazing. Very cool. There you can. It had just got up again. But let's see if we can just walk around and get a last view of it. Look at that. That is an amazing, amazing view. We're literally 30 feet from a wild sea lion. You can tell it's a sea lion because you can see its external ear over there. Seals don't have the external ear. It's amazing. It looks fairly comfortable. It looks quite convenient. Looks quite happy. Oh, look at walking that way. We're now going to move away because we've stayed there for quite some time. That's mom over there.
अब हम लोग माउंट कुक जा रहे हैं क्राइस्टचर्च से. हाईवे से हम लोग टर्न कर गए वेस्टवर्ड्स. एकदम पहाड़ वहाड़ के थ्रू जाएंगे. फेयरली आएगा, फिर लेक टिकापो आएगा. लेक टिकापो इज लेक टॉपो ऑफ नॉर्थ आइलैंड. एक्चुअली पीछे हैं स्नो कवर्ड माउंटेन्स, वो बादल से दिख नहीं रहा है, पूरा बादल है, थोड़ा थोड़ा दिख रहा है स्नो। अनुराग जी चला रहे हैं गाड़ी, गाय खूब है, वो देखो पीछे स्नो कवर्ड माउंटेन्स, बादल की वजह से एकदम नहीं दिख रहा। ये है साउथ आइलैंड न्यूजीलैंड। हिंदी पिक्चरों के गाने कर रहे हैं, ट्रैक्टर भी चल रहा है। शिवानी और मम्मी पीछे बैठी हैं। अनुराग जी गाड़ी चला रहे चश्मा लगा के, बादल है लेकिन चश्मा लगा हुआ है, धूप वाला चश्मा। और गाना देखो फेमस जियाओ जियाओ भी आ रहा है। ये देखो भेड़, भेड़ ही भेड़, भेड़ ही भेड़, भेड़ ही भेड़। एकदम वैली में हम लोग जा रहे हैं, पहाड़ों के बीच में। ये हम लोग का नेवर लॉस्ट है, ये बेचारा रास्ता बताते हुए चल रहा है एकदम। देखो मैप में दिख भी रहा है कि कैसे जाना है। ये वैली, ये है साउथ आइलैंड न्यूजीलैंड।
कैमरा क्यों नहीं निकाला?
पहाड़ों पे एकदम
नहीं, वो बड़ा इतना पिक्चर्स था, विलेज।
थोड़े स्नो कवर्ड माउंटेन्स दिख रहे हैं, बादलों ने पूरा स्पॉइल किया हुआ है एकदम।
इसकी उतनी अलग दिखती है, हट जाएंगे बादल जरा पास से।
पीले फूल बड़े जोरदार लगते हैं। सामने एल्प्स, इनको भी एल्प्स बोलते हैं यहाँ। पीछे जरूर माउंट कोक दिखाई देता अगर बादल नहीं होते। ये हंगम दृश्य है, ये एल्प्स का। हाँ, साउंड ऑफ म्यूजिक जैसा एकदम लग रहा है। ऑस्ट्रिया का स्ट्रासबर्ग।
About 100 kilometers from the base of Mount Cook. Can't really see much snow because of all the clouds, but there's a little bit over there. Just in the distance. So this is called Borg's Pass, and you can see it's a pass in between two mountains. So it's kind of like Kuiper Pass, but much closer to sea level. So last turn we can finally see the Southern Alps. One of those is probably Mount Cook because we're going directly in its direction. But if you look just above all of those, you can definitely see some snow-covered peaks and things of that sort. It's nice. That's the whole
Wow.
range of the Southern Alps in front of us.
Look at that view.
That is really great view. One of those is Mount Cook, but it really is a great view. You can see little bits of sun on some of the peaks over there as well. Fantastic. got snow really close to us as well, just on the mountain next to us. This means we really are on the edge of the Southern Alps. These are all the little foothills of it. We're just going around a bend and I think we should have a great view as we go around it. There you can see these. You can see the Southern Alps coming into view. All the way across. Look at that. All the way from there. We'll wait for the trees to go. Yes. That whole way.
Oh, you see the whole range.
The entire thing.
You okay?
It's the whole way. The snow is extremely low in some places. Like over there, it's almost looking like it's coming down to our level. It's a great view. So that is the whole across the entire range. We're pretty much circled by them right now. It goes the whole way. And you see the snow has started right over here behind our car, so we're pretty much entered the range now.
Where they go?
So that's Lake Tekapo. It looks a little bit like Lake Taupo, but has a much bluer color to it.
Much smaller.
यहाँ पे एक बहुत अच्छा सा चर्च है जिसमें कि they don't have a Jesus thing, they have a glass window at the
यही है?
यही है और dog का monument.
Yes. Dog monument.
And that's the church. हाँ. It's a tiny site. It will take like 5 minutes. It's not that suitable.
So that's all of Lake Tekapo. You can see the little flowers around there by the edge of the lake. The lake is a really nice color. And it's just surrounded by snow-capped peaks the whole way. There's a bit of a monument of a dog up there. Not sure what the dog was famous for, but we'll find out in a bit. And that is a little church. Apparently it doesn't have a picture or anything of Christ in it. Didi had gone in there the last time, so we'll go check it out again. We're just inside the church now. It's a really small church, but very nice. And the cool part is there's no statue or painting of Jesus there. It's just a cross, and then you have the whole of the Alps in the background. Really nice. It's the church from the outside. It's quite small. There's two people over there that you may be able to recognize. They're both fascinated with those flowers. This is Lake Bukaki now. Much bigger than the other one.
Yeah, because of the clouds. I remember when I went last, that was like crazy blue.
See the color of the water, it's a little bit blue. It's not as blue as it normally is because of the clouds, but you can tell it's a glacial lake by that.
At the side,
That's the view across the entire lake. You can see a mountain that ends in clouds. That may be Mount Cook.
नेक्स्ट कार्बिक पे तुम थोड़ा सा गाड़ी रोक के देख लेना.
That's the one that could be Mount Cook. The one that ends in the clouds over there. Look at the color of the lake. Beautiful. Glacial lake color. high. It's only about 3,000 meters, but compared to everything else, it's much higher than that. And look at the reflection of the mountains in the lake. It's like Mirror Lake. There you can see all of the high mountains next to Mount Cook. Looks quite forbidding in the distance there. Snow and cloud. So it looks like we're coming to the end of the lake. You can see a bit of the lake bed over there, so it should be ending now. And let's see how far up the mountain this road goes, because I'd be very surprised if we can drive up the whole way. So I'll probably go up to base camp or whatever and stop. Coming across a lot of little one-lane bridges, and they're all over glacial streams. So you see the riverbed has a lot of glacial silt, and the water itself is quite an interesting color. So that's all of the silt on the river.
Goes up to the mountain. सड़क बीच में ही खत्म हो जाएगी.
So we're coming close to the end of the road. Doesn't look like it's going to go very far up the mountain, but it'll probably just go to the base. But look at all the snow and ice on top of that one. You can see the bluish glacial color in the snow. That's the mountain. You can see all the ice still preserved on its slope. Must be completely covered during the winter. Going to the end of the road, and that is the Edmund Hillary Alpine Center, and we're just trying to see what the end of the road is.
हम लोग एडमंड हिलरी अल्पाइन सेंटर में बैठे हैं. ये इन लोगों का रेस्टोरेंट है, और ये पूरा माउंट कुक रीजन है. ये माउंट कुक, यहीं पे हिलरी एंड तेनसिंग ने प्रैक्टिस किया था, और 4 साल पहले माउंट एवरेस्ट चढ़ने के 48 या 49 में इन्होंने माउंट कुक चढ़े थे लोग, और यहीं प्रैक्टिस करते थे. हिलरी ने अपना पूरा एंटार्क्टिक एक्सपीडिशन का भी प्रैक्टिस यहीं किया था, इसीलिए उसके नाम पे ये हिलरी अल्पाइन सेंटर है. और यहीं पे माउंट कुक की छाया में बैठ के हम लोग कॉफ़ी पी रहे हैं. पूरी बर्फ़ पड़ी हुई है. ये बाहर का रेस्टोरेंट, अंदर भी है रेस्टोरेंट. अब हम जा रहे हैं हिलरी के स्टैचू की फ़ोटो खींचने. ये सर एडमंड हिलरी. स्टैचू बनाई है।
हिलरी के साथ ले लो।
वो उधर से चल के लेंगे।
नहीं तुम चलो ना, हम इससे लेते हैं।
इधर से नहीं जा सकते, उधर से जाना पड़ेगा, रास्ता उधर उसका उधर से है। कॉफ़ी पी के चलते हैं। ये पूरे बर्फ़ एकदम पड़ा हुआ है पहाड़ों के ऊपर, बादल भी हैं। माउंट कुक, अनुराग जी आराम से माउंट कुक की छाया में बैठ करके आइसक्रीम खा रहे हैं।
तुम इधर खड़े हो। तुमको एक बंदा
ये है हिलरी। माउंट कुक पीछे है। चलो तुम लोग जाओ। हाँ, ये सब लोग हैं हिलरी के साथ। गुड।
That's Papa next to Hillary, looking like a mountaineer.
चढ़ भी वैसी रहे।
एक म्यूज़ियम टाइप है, उसमें पुरानी पुरानी गाड़ियाँ हैं। ये देखो कितनी जोरदार कार है। दिस इज 1902 डायन बाउटन। कुक मोटर सर्विस। ये बस थी उस समय की, लेके जाते थे।
That's the absolute edge of the lake over there. You can see the bright blue color. You can see the end over there. It's amazing. Really nice color.
Now on the way back, the sun's come out a little bit, and we're at Lake Pukaki, and it is pretty amazing. If you look at the color of the lake now with the sun out, it's a very, very bright blue. The water is not clear. There's a lot of sediment in it, but it's a really, really nice color. Very bright blue. It's really, and the other interesting thing is you look at the color of the lake, and then you may be able to tell on the camera, but you look at the color of the cloud. The water is actually reflecting onto the cloud and giving it a color. The cloud is actually blue up there, bluish green. That's not blue sky you're seeing. So very cool.
ये हम लोग माउंट कुक से क्वींसटाउन जा रहे हैं। पूरा देखो एल्पाइन एल्प्स एकदम चारों तरफ है। और वो देखो, वो एक है, लग रहा है जैसे ब्राइस कैनियन टाइप स्ट्रक्चर। ब्राइस कैनियन में जैसे बने हुए हैं। नुकीले टेम्पल टाइप ऐसा लग रहा है। ये ब्राइस कैनियन। रेड कलर भी है थोड़ा सा रेड सिल्वर भी है। It's quite similar to that. Yes, we cannot reach there. काफी कुछ वैसा ही है इधर.
थोड़ा सा प्राइस के लिए टाइप करना है.
Yeah, it is.
और यहाँ पे ये सब स्नो कवर्ड एकदम टॉप पे स्नो है. समर आते आते सब पिघल जाएगा. Basically, this is all Alps. Queenstown के रास्ते में हैं हम लोग. Drive through the valley. दोनों तरफ mountains हैं. अभी तक the mountains were far away. एकदम गॉर्ज जो होता है उसमें वर्टिकल माउंटेन्स होते हैं. बस दैट्स द ओनली डिफरेंस. अदरवाइज हियर एंड द वैली बेस ऑफ द माउंटेन. इंटरेस्टिंग ड्राइव है.
There's no sheep over here. No animals at all. No cow, no sheep, nothing.
खैबर पास टाइप लग रहा है. ये डिडिस पास इसको बोलते हैं.
Completely barren mountains.
कोई पेड़ वेड़ नहीं है, बस खाली बुशेस हैं.
The same bush. It's like the bush is
Ah.
preventing the trees.
इस तरह के बुश है. किसी पेड़ को नहीं उगने देते हैं लोग. डिडिस पास इसका नाम है. इंटरेस्टिंग. एकदम पूरा फ्लोरा चेंज हो गया है. पेड़ चेंज हो गए हैं. ये फ्लावर्स बस हैं अभी भी. पर्पल एंड पिंक. बट अदरवाइज कोई पेड़ नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है. सब ये झाड़ियाँ हैं, bushes. Right through the valley we are driving.
Queenstown city centre. It looks very cool. And I think rumor has it that the restaurants over here are open late. So we're gonna go and try and find a place to eat at. It's gonna be interesting. But it looks quite nice so far. This is the mall, which is the one of the main shopping streets in Queenstown. Shopping slash eating. You see, it's a pedestrian only street. Nothing else.
That's a bad sign. चलो पहले.
You see a bunch of the tables and things out there. It's quite nice. So we've now left Queenstown for Fox Glacier. It's quite a long drive, but it's supposed to be a very nice drive. We're going to be going through all the Alps, and this is the first mountain that we're climbing, so you can see the views in the distance. Hopefully we'll be able to see Queenstown. So we're on a road like the Forgotten Highway. Look at the number of hairpins on the navigator there. It's pretty amazing. So we should get a view of all directions around the range. Bunch of deer there with really huge antlers. Should be able to see them again after this, hopefully. Probably not. Stopped off at a scenic lookout. It's quite an interesting little scenic lookout. It means you have to climb up a ladder and everything to go. But there's a little view of Queenstown from on top there, and possibly of the runway as well. So we'll see what happens. It'll be fun. It's not an official lookout. I think people have just started stopping over here because it's a good view. There's Papa on top already. So this is the scenic lookout. You can see the mountains of the Southern Alps on that side. These are all the foothills. There's not too much snow on them. And when you pan that way, you can see Queenstown. We'll zoom in a little bit. You can see quite a bit of detail on the city. You can see the runway and things like that. And those are then some of the bigger Alps. In the distance there, you can see more snow on them. Very cool. So Wanaka is our first major town on the way to Fox Glacier, and this is it. We're driving through it right now. It's a pretty standard New Zealand town. It has a nice lake again, and yeah, pretty cool. There's all this snow and everything ahead. That's Lake Wanaka. Looks a bit like Lake Taupo again, just with closer mountains and a little bit smaller. So this is downtown Wanaka. It does look a lot like Taupo, with the road in this way and the lake on that side. These are all the shops of downtown Wanaka. So this is now Lake Hawea. There seems to be a little bit of activity. There's a few people swimming and things of that sort. And the road is just going to follow the side of the lake for a bit. Nice, you can see a lot of coniferous trees now. We're going up one of the bases of the Southern Alps. So that's a really nice, you can see all of the mountains over there, and that's Lake Hawea still. It's a pretty, see the mountains in the distance getting a little bit hazier with cloud. Those are the mountains we have to cross, because we're going to hit the west coast, so we have to drive through all of those big mountains in front of us. Yeah. The lake does have proper waves in it. It's like driving along a fjord in Norway. You have a big mountain on that side and the water below you.
वो देखो सामने देखो स्नो कैप सब सेटिंग पार्क में करने में
So we're now ending Lake Hawea. That is the end of it. There's a little beach at the end of it. It's got a nice beach. That's it. You can see a couple of people there as well. So that is now the end of the lake. And now we should get Lake Wanaka once again, but that's gonna be on the left side, not on the right side.
Wanaka फिर क्या आएगा?
And that is Lake Wanaka ahead now.
Again Wanaka has come.
So that's Lake Wanaka. It's the northern tip of it. It's
Glacier lake. It's a glacier.
very thin and long. Doesn't look very thin right now, but if you look at the entire map, this is the narrowest section of it and very long.
यहाँ पे glacier हुआ
This is all being fed by glaciers the whole way.
किसी समय
That is the view
really looks like the sea. Same color, same kind of waves as they are out in the sea. It's amazing. So this is now the end of Lake Wanaka. You can see little silty areas there. The lake level probably going to rise in the summer once all the more of the snow melts. But that's the end of it over there. And now we should be going through all of those big mountains we saw and then end up on the west coast with the Tasman Sea.
ग्लेशियर जा रहे हैं क्वींस टाउन से। बारिश हो रही है रास्ते में, पूरा माउंटेन का सीन चेंज हो गया है बादलों की वजह से, बारिश की वजह से। और ये लेक वनाका की रिवर है जो लेक वनाका फीड करती है। बारिश हो रही है खूब। स्ट्रीम किलोमीटर दूर है यहाँ से पॉपुलेशन। ये सब बादल एकदम पहाड़ों के बीच में। एकदम लगता है जैसे जंगल के थ्रू जा रहे हैं, दोनों तरफ पेड़। वनाका रिवर कैमरून क्रीक है ये देखो जंगल के थ्रू। Just going next to a river. रिवर चलती जा रही है साथ। एकदम वाइंडी रोड्स हैं, नीचे एकदम रिवर है। रनवे व्हीकल रैंप भी है। There's a runaway vehicle ramp now. 200 meter on the left. There was sign भी लिखा हुआ है। Let's see how the runway vehicle runs.
नहीं, the ramp is आगे.
ये आ गया. ये this is the one. ये ऊपर.
It's quite a difficult one to aim your car into if you don't have brakes. I thought it would be on that side at least.
ये छोटा सा ब्रिज आ गया, single lane bridge. There are a lot of single lane bridges there. See, this is the. अरे यहाँ तुम कहीं रुकने को मिले तो मजा आ जाए. Yeah, real. हाँ, यहाँ थोड़ा रुको. Yes. Look at the river. Great river. ना वाटर फ्लो है, कॉलेज वाटर फ्लो इधर भी जा रही है. ये फैबुलस. That's the river there. और ये हम लोग की गाड़ी खड़ी है, जा रहे हैं गाड़ी में. वाटरफॉल नहीं दिखा. बहुत अच्छा फॉल है ना. वाटरफॉल इधर है, देखो. ब्रिज फिर आ गया.
That's a big river though. Yeah.
That's a big
That's a
river.
proper river. So you can tell it has a pebbly bottom. You can see the bed. Pleasant flat recreation area.
बादलों में पहाड़ छुपे हुए हैं. रिवर है, उसके क्रॉस माउंटेन्स. बादलों में तो पहाड़ छुपे हुए हैं.
Light from Sydney.
रिवर है,
You just watch all three of them.
बादलों में एकदम पहाड़ छुपे हुए हैं. रिवर है एकदम. खा
How big
गया.
is your memory card?
रिवर है बगल में.
I don't know how big mine is. I don't know how big mine is. Maybe it's one.
बादल. हम लोग भी एक्चुअली बादलों में चल रहे हैं इस समय. सिंगल ब्रिज और यहाँ पे बहुत से वाटरफॉल्स हैं. आगे आगे चल के रोको. See how many waterfalls are there. Beautiful. Oh, the whole mountain is full of waterfalls. ये खूब बड़ा सा है. Beautiful. बड़े वाले को जूम करके लेते हैं. Beautiful. Wow, what a scene. इसको भी जूम करके लिया जाएगा. Huge waterfall. We have reached Hast now. Hast is the coastal town on the west coast. And the river which was with us has come all the way to this point. Now we are going for a great bridge. Single lane bridge across the wide river.
This is nice.
The wide river.
It's extremely wide. It's the whole river delta probably.
And this goes and meets the sea on the other end. And this is the bridge we are going. Single lane bridge.
See, there are passing bays along the bridge.
Yes. Along the bridge there are passing bays. And this is the river which is going to the sea.
Nice color.
Saw the blue?
Yeah.
The Glacier Highway. This is the Heritage Highway. Now we are on the Glacier Highway. See now. We are traveling just on the coast. पेड़ों के पीछे सी है. पेड़ों से दिख नहीं रहा एकदम. Yes, see the There's the Tasman Sea.
Beach, very nice.
There's the Tasman Sea.
So this is Knight's Point Lookout. We've just stopped here to swap driving and things. And pretty heavy rain, but we're still right next to the sea. It looks very cool.
There is no land between here and the Antarctic.
There's no land between here and the Antarctic to the southwest.
It's deep and clear close to.
So those are all the rocks over there. Apparently it's very deep very quickly. And there's a few other rocks along there. It's a nice beach there as well. It would be great to be able to get to it. Just that whole thing. It's nice. And straight in that direction that we're looking at, there's no other landmass, but it's straight away Antarctica. That's pretty nice.
And the beach. The boarding headland of Arnold Point before you is a major resting area for Kekino, for seals. In winter and
And
spring,
there also are a bunch
up
of
to 800
elephant
Kekino
seals
fall ages vast on the rock.
that come and rest on the beach over there. Not right now, but apparently it's becoming a colony for elephant seals.
800 to.
So we're now 45 kilometers from the glacier and we're still over here with the Tasman Sea, right by the beach. It's pretty unique that there's a massive glacier so close to the sea. So Another small one-lane bridge, except this one's a suspension bridge. And we're now only 25 kilometers from the glacier according to GPS, but we've not really had to climb up any mountains. We're still going along flat terrain with cows and sheep beside us. So either it's gonna just go crazy in the last 10 kilometers, or the glacier is pretty low down.
Like Alaska.
Yeah, like it's Alaska or something. This is another suspension bridge like Brooklyn Bridge. Single lane, of course.
Cook River.
And we're now 6 kilometers from the glacier according to GPS, and we're still on flat land. We've got trees like this. Beginning to wonder if the GPS is wrong. This is all the cows near the glacier. They must be used to glacier views.
Glacier flights. Snow landing. सब गाड़ियाँ तो उधर ही जा रही हैं. Another Brooklyn Bridge.
There you can see a glimpse of the river. It's like a nice rafting river.
हाँ, इस पर राफ्टिंग अच्छी होगी. Fox Glacier Township. Glacier 4 kilometer. राइट ही तो जाना है ना. Township जाना है.
Right, so we have finally reached Fox Glacier according to all the signs and the GPS. We don't actually see it yet, but we think that maybe because there's a separate approach to it, or it might just pop up from some turn somewhere.
उधर पूछा जाए. ये तो टाउनशिप आ गया. हाँ?
We're going towards the glacier. 1750, the glacier was actually over here, and we're now at least about a kilometer away from it. It's receded that much.
This is the
Now this is the Fox River. So this is the actual water that's coming from the glacier.
huge one.
The glacier was actually over here in 1935. And now this is the entire canyon. This whole thing was probably filled by the glacier as recently as 70 years ago. Look at these, look at the colors within the glacial pool over here. But this whole thing would have just been filled with the glacier 70 years ago. Now it's going to be ahead over there. It's freezing weather and it's raining, very cold, and we're walking towards the glacier. Hopefully it's not very far. Look at the height of that rock. That entire thing was filled with the glacier. This is all of the glacial water coming, all the silt and everything that the glacier has picked up. And there is the glacier, Fox Glacier. Very cool. It's even more remarkable because there's no snow on these mountains around, and there's houses and flowers and things, and then you just see the glacier there. Very cool. That's everyone going ahead to it. It's a 1 hour return walk to the actual face of the glacier to touch it and come back. We have accepted defeat to the rain, so we'll walk a little bit, but we're not going to go the whole way. And there's Papa just touching the water that's coming from the Fox Glacier. It must be freezing. It's a really nice color of the water there. Very cool. Alright, you guys have no idea how cold and windy and freezing the rain is right now. Look at it, very clear water, you can see down into it. Great color, the silt and everything up there.
Hi.
Right, let's cross this bridge. So this is everyone with Franz Joseph in the background. There's Papa.
Fox.
Yeah, Fox, whatever. I want to go back to the car. It's too cold.
It's raining. Cold is not
It's quite a nice glacier. It would be nice to be able to go up to its front face and touch it, but at this point it's quite a challenge.
We'll try Franz Joseph.
Okay, we have now crossed the bridge again and we've come back. We saw the glacier from far. And we are all wet and there's no towel anywhere in sight. So I don't know what's going to happen. In spite of the cold and rain, the rock face itself does look very, very cool. As does the two pools of different color here. Hopefully that's a little bit better with the raindrops wiped out. But look at the color of that pool and the color of that pool. Very cool.
See the Delhi pools, blue and white.
Yeah. It's weird why that's happening. I think all of the blue is the clean water from there. The white is all the silt coming from those rivers above. And this is becoming a bluish white because of that. So this is now Franz Joseph. Hopefully it'll be a little bit closer so we can go and scratch the front face of it. But let's see, we're driving along the access road. We can't see it yet, but this is definitely the river that's created off it. You can see the water with all the silt. So this is the walk for a view of the Franz Joseph Glacier. It's about an hour and a half to get right to it and back. But we're just going to the point where we can see it and come back. Little bridge on the way. That's the stream and that's being fed by that waterfall far up there. It's very clear water in the stream. Drinkable probably. It's quite a nice trail.
Yeah, it's a silly rain wasn't.
Since this tree has just cracked this rock open. It's cool. Can't be very far from the glacier now, but it's a really nice walk. So this is the end of the trail. We should see the glacier just around the bend over here. All of this would have been glacier a few years ago, and that's the Franz Joseph Glacier. The walk all the way to the front is about an hour and a half. We're not doing that, but this is quite nice. That's the map of the whole glacier. So you can see all of the lines over there which tell you the height and the length of the glacier at that point. 1865, 1901, 1930, 1950 and everything else. Looks like there was a lake over here as well from 39 to 49 for 10 years. So waterfall up there as
39
well.
to 49, a lake remained in the...
Yeah, so the lake was right over here and it used to have icebergs and things in it and you could go rowing and boating in it. Would have been nice.
Visitors
And now
in
it's been filled by debris.
Visitors in the 70s could hardly see the terminal face of the glacier from Sentinel Rock. Yeah, it's increased.
Yeah, so it's increased since 1970. So Fox has reduced, this one's increased for whatever reason. If ice melts from the lower glacier faster than it accumulates, it will retreat. If it melts slower than it accumulates, it will advance.
Growing on the tree in lumps.
Yeah, those are the parasitic lumps. We assume they're parasites, we don't know any better.
ये यहाँ का मेन मार्केट है क्वींसटाउन का, इसमें हम लोग घूम रहे हैं. वेरी नाइस. शॉप्स अच्छी अच्छी शॉप्स हैं। हाँ
चेयर पे बैठते हैं।
हाँ, इधर लेफ्ट वाले पे बैठो, उधर उधर उधर, वो छतरी उतरी वाला है ना। अच्छा, हम लोग घूम रहे हैं, सामने लेक है, ये चलेंगे। अनुराग शिवानी जरा हॉर्स राइडिंग करके आ जाए तब चला जाएगा। लेक पे भी चलेंगे और गंडोला राइड भी किया जाएगा। हाँ, हम लोग यहाँ बैठ के कुछ कॉफ़ी नाश्ता वाश्ता करेंगे। वेरी नाइस। पीछे लेक बहुत अच्छी है, जूम करें लेक पे।
प्यारा सा लेक टाउन है।
ये लेक आ गई।
ना क्यूट सा प्यारा सा लेक टाउन है। यहाँ आराम से रहा जा सकता है, कोई टेंशन नहीं, स्ट्रेस नहीं।
ये पूरा मार्केट है और पीछे पहाड़ियाँ हैं। फर्स्ट हम लोग ब्रेकफास्ट खा रहे हैं और साथ में डक घूम रही है। देखो, चिड़िया भी है। डक्स घूम रही हैं टेबल्स के बीच में। गौरैया भी है। अब ये एकदम हम लोग के पास आ गए टेबल के। हम लोग का टेबल है, इस पर हम लोग नाश्ता करें। ये हम लोग डक एकदम बगल में है। इन लोगों को हम लोग के टेबल पे कुछ नहीं मिला। हम लोग बैठ के अनुराग शिवानी का इंतज़ार करना है। वो लोग हॉर्स राइडिंग से आए तो फिर खाना खाया जाए। और ये कंबल का कॉन्सेप्ट बड़ा अच्छा है।
यहाँ बहुत
कंबल
अच्छा
दिया हुआ है।
सिस्टम है, हर कुर्सी पे एक शॉल, मोटा शॉल या रैपर प्रोवाइड करते हैं, बिकॉज द एयर इज़ वेरी चिली, सो इट्स so comfortable sitting wrapped up in the chair and sipping a cappuccino.
अनुराग शिवानी आ रहे हैं अब हॉर्स राइडिंग करके। हॉर्स राइडिंग करते हुए आ रहे हैं लोग। पता लगेगा क्या हुआ हॉर्स राइडिंग में। कैसा रहा? काफी लंबा हो गया।
They showed a lot of the things that,
हाँ,
like a lot of the actual trees and things and areas that they had scenes from Lord of the Rings from.
oh, from Lord of Rings.
Yeah, and then they talked like one of the people that used to work there was actually one of the writers in the movie.
अच्छा,
So yeah, so they knew a lot of like stuff that happened during the shooting and all. It's quite good.
तो कितने देर की राइड थी?
Hour and a half.
हॉर्स राइड टोटली?
But it was a 30-minute drive to get out and back. That's the gondola for Queenstown. The sun has just come out, so hopefully the views will be good from up there. That's the gondola. It's about the same size as the other ones. But the view should hopefully be nice and we'll get more time up there. This is now the gondola at Queenstown. Similar size as the other one, but the sun is out, so hopefully we'll get nicer views and more time on top this time. About halfway up, and it's already got a nice view of Queenstown.
वो बीच में एक लैंडमार्क एक्सटेंडेड है।
Yeah, there's a garden that extends out into the lake
couple of them actually. I see someone doing a bit of skydiving up there. Oh. So this is the main center on top of the cable car. Quite nice, they have a restaurant there and probably a fire when it gets cold. There's some really nice seating all along this area because you can get a view of all the cable cars coming up and the lake and everything. It's nice. The viewing deck outside. Those are all the cable cars. That's the track for the luge. May or may not do that. That's the actual lake ahead.
Oh, you look paragliding.
Oh, is that what it does? Yeah.
Paragliding, not skydiving.
Raise it if you want.
The entire lake goes up that way. That's the golf course up over there. You can see bunkers and things like that in it. And then this is the actual harbour over here. It looks like there's a little bit of a beach and stuff over there. Nice, looks like there's a slightly shallow area of the lake just off the edge of that.
This is that central market.
Yeah, so when you look over, so all of that is the central area. That's where Mom and Dee are, somewhere in there in one of those shops.
There's the Franklin Road. This
Yep, that big curvy one, that's Franklin Road. And our hotel is, you probably can't see it from here, it looks like it's on that side.
और वो parking area जहाँ हम लोग park करते हैं.
And there you see a Qantas plane flying just over the snow, which means the airport is probably or just beyond over there. You can't see it. And just there in the distance is the Crown Range, and you can actually see the road.
Crown Range, उस पे गए थे.
That's the road that we went on. So from there you could get a view of the runway, and the runway is directly there.
वहीं से view था हम लोग का viewing point. Actually कल टीवी पे दिखा रहा था वो जो different trees के बीच में.
That's where the bungee is. So you can do a bungee jump over there in between the trees. Very different to doing it over water or something like that. So those are all the remarkables. You've seen signs for that. And those two that are right up there, those are called double cone, and that has a height of 2,300 meters. And that particular peak in the distance there, that's called Coronet Peak. It's only about 1,600 meters. So that's the whole deck. It's a great view. That's a good thing that they've got all these maps that let you identify all the little peaks and things that you see. And from around here, both of those are Cecil and Walter Peak. And the place we rode horses earlier this morning is down there for Glenorchy. It's a luge. Lots of activity. There's someone doing some parasailing up there. You can see them suspended under the parachute. And there's also a jet boat there. It doesn't look like a jet boat anymore, it's stopped, but that's definitely a jet boat. So,
We're now going back down. We'll see the viewing deck because that's where we were standing earlier. That's the viewing deck. And that's all the luge track below us. We should see the bungee on this side. Looks like someone may be getting ready to do it. Let's see if we can get him before the thing moves.
Oh, this is AJ Hackett.
Yep, he's definitely doing it. He's smiling at the camera now. He's gonna jump. Let's see how long it is. It doesn't look very long, to be honest. Oh, he got scared, did he? He's gone back in. Oh, he's waved again. So we're now just walking along Queenstown, the lakefront and things like that. It's a really nice area, and we've not really had a chance to spend much time here. There's the park next to the lake. It extends out the whole way into that area there. That's what we could see jutting out into the lake. So this is the beach by the lake. It's all pebbly, definitely not sand. It's the edge of the water. You can see how clean it is. You know, it's like looking at an aquarium. And this is what Lake Taupo was also like. It's very cold water, not very cold, but definitely too cold to go into. So obviously in New Zealand there has to be an ode to a sheep, and that's what this is. It's quite an aggressive looking sheep.
William Gilbert Rees, first European settler.
1827 to 1898. This is all just along the promenade of the lake. Now you can see a jet boat returning. It's just behind that big boat.
मम्मी लोगों को फोन करके पूछते हैं, but they want to see the kiwi feeding.
It's a really nice area by the lake. It's full of restaurants and bars here. Good seating around here. So we're just sitting here by the lake and having a coffee. Those two ducks came looking for food, but were quite disappointed. And there's also a monument for World War I veterans, 1914 to 1918. Those are all the people. Not that many, but it's probably everyone that just went to fight in it. So this is just as we leave another tuatara. It's a juvenile one this time.
एक यहाँ एक उधर है पीछे.
And there's another one at the back over there.
पंजे कैसे?
Yeah, its legs look like their hands. There are actually 4 of them. Oh, look at that one. It's moving now. It just moved a little bit. But now it might stay like that for the next 2 hours. Oh, it moved again. Yeah. Now it's definitely moving a little bit more.
ये वाला एकदम ऐसे ही still.
There's another one much closer.
इसका skin भी आएगा.
See the texture of its skin from there. quite nice.
Seems they change color under light.
It will be an extremely old tree. Look at how wide its base is.
250, 300 year old.
It's like a mini General Sherman. Out of that, this one now has a wood pigeon in it, which is quite big actually. It's quite huge for a pigeon. And then this one is the adult tuatara. It's a little bit bigger than the others, and it's opened its mouth and is basking.
आएगी चिड़िया आएगी.
लेकिन पापा का मुंह और डक सब नहीं आ रहा है, खाली हाथ और डक आएगा. थोड़ा सा तोड़ के डालो, हाथ में दिखाओ.
हाथ पे बैठ के खाए. हाथ पे बैठ के खाए.
इतने पास से बाबू फोकसिंग ठीक आएगी. फोकस ठीक होगा ना. हाँ देखो पापा के हाथ से खा रही है. परच गई.
That one went away. I was the only one that did it.
अब डक को अच्छा थोड़ा सा हाथ से दो. डक बाइट तो नहीं करती है. बाइट हाँ या
उंगली बाइट की.
Yeah, but it's not harmful. It's just
पापा तोड़ रहे हैं ब्रेड और ये डक्स को खिलाया जा रहा है. क्वींस टाउन के पार्क में हम लोग बैठे हैं, लेक के पास. अब ये वाली फिर आने के चक्कर में है. देखो पापा तो स्टैचू की तरह बैठ के. देखो 3-3 4-4 आई.
The dog tried to eat the sparrow. What happened?
बड़ा सा पीस लेके भाग गया.
आराम से बैठ के खा रही है.
What is it? That's not. There's no bread here. It's eating paper, isn't it?
है ब्रेड है. तो चैन से खा रही है. और नीचे डक भी मांग रही है बेचारी. ये दूसरी वाली चिड़िया आने की फिराक में है, हिम्मत नहीं जुटा पा रही।
I think she's the queen.
वो वाली जगह छोड़े तब ना, दूसरे कोई आए। सब ट्राई कर रही हैं।
No,
नहीं, रेड है।
जिससे पकड़ा हुआ था।
हाँ, अब गई।
लो, तुम